Hello and welcome to Caravan Salon 2021. This is the Frankia Yucon. It's a camper van which was introduced around 2 years ago, so for the 2020 season. And since then it is now coming in far more guises, based not just on the Mercedes Sprinter but also on the Fiat Ducato. This van costs around €100,000, and in my opinion there are far nicer vehicles to actually get. Anyway, this is the 6-meter version, so it comes in the 6 and effectively 7 meter and sort of Sprinter camper van. Now Frankia do some very nice motorhomes and some not so good camper vans, in my opinion. Okay, right, well, if you get a 6-meter van, you get rid of the forward-facing bench, gives you more space. Got to gives you space, for example, for this German layout at the back. Obviously, it's only 203 centimeters wide at the exterior, so there's not a huge amount of space to play with internally. And so if we'll go to the back, and Frankia calls this a loft, which is a very unfortunate term to use because there's a step there and I am crouching, and thanks to the fact that the window is open, it makes it a little less bad. But anyway, there's not a lot of space in here. Now the Mercedes Sprinter, you can, depending on how you do it, you can get about 185 centimeters of clearance internally if you're using the base body and not putting on an extension on the roof. An extension on the roof, if you're making one yourself, will cost you somewhere around €4,000. Okay, here because of the technical stuff down there, storage is somewhat limited. We do have chest of drawers here though, and here drawers there and there. I find myself somewhat cramped. Obviously it's an aisle, there's not a lot of room to move around in. And here we have the fridge. This is always a good place to put the fridge, of course, because it means it can open more easily, which you might be able to do in the aisle, and it'll open if you're outside drinking, you can open it that way. 2 burners from Dometic. And let's have a look in here. Sorry, if it's open. This is the toilet. That was somewhat stiff. Shower, I'll stand in the shower so you can see how much space there is. Now, bear in mind, it's a Mercedes Sprinter. I've been telling people it was 175, but I had myself measured and I was 176, and that was without my shoes on. So, you know, if you're any taller than 170, of course you won't be in your shoes in the shower, probably. But if you're any taller than say 176, then there really isn't going to be much in the way of space in here for you. So, having accepted that the space there isn't much good, let's go and see another one. These things here, I can't see that holding very long. Let's have a look at the rear. So, I don't know if I said it was number 316. Okay, here you've got a bit more space to play around with than you normally get in a Mercedes Sprinter van conversion. You've got that down there as a garage. Obviously you're not going to store a bike, but you wouldn't expect to store a bike, I think, in the rear end of a Mercedes van conversion anyway. And there, for the type of money these things cost, I think you should really expect even an underslung gas, which would give you a little bit of extra storage. Okay, so let's accept the 6-meter Mercedes isn't a good idea. Let's go on to 696 centimeter, so 7 meter, let's say 7 meter class, and see if this can be any better for us. Right, well, it's got a rear bench, it does have plenty of space in the bulwark, and it's got a German layout at the back. This is the same. Fridge is now moved to here, and so you got the beds in this format. That's the toilet. You have to come in this way. And as you can see, it's same sort of size. Let's see what if any of the others are any better. So this is a 6-meter one, and this here 6-meter BD, that doesn't got the price here. The options 23,780. That's the options. You can imagine what the other costs are going to be. Width-wise bed. Okay, so it does give you more space to play with. Kitchen's the same. Right, 63G. So they're the ones based on the Mercedes. This is now on the Fiat Ducato. Now, Frankia does do some of its other models on Fiats. It also uses the Mercedes. Well, mainly uses Mercedes, as you can sort of see on its motorhomes, which are very elegant. So this, now we're in a different price category. So 65,500 starts off at 52,000. So that's a bit more normal campervan price. If you're going for a campervan, then you know this might make more sense. So you get the Frankia quality. This looks totally different. Now, obviously, sorry, not obviously, but if you've heard me speak, I'm a more of a Mercedes person than a Fiat person, though there's nothing wrong with the Fiat. But this, in my opinion, I would bear in mind you can have two of these almost for the price of one of the others, but it looks totally different. I suspect that this layout in the bed, you cover each individually, but that wouldn't be so super comfortable. I suspect. I haven't slept in it. What I do, however, like here is the kitchen. And the kitchen, like this. Oh, sorry, that holds up like this. Using two hands, it would have been much quicker. And we'll put this down there. Here, we'll heat that up. And this is blocked. This comes up as well, but it comes up. No, I can't get this one up. But anyway, that's the sink. It's new. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I can't see why I can't get it up. I seem to recall not being able to get it up the last time I tried. Oh, The toilet comes in and out. So this toilet will come forward. It doesn't give you a lot of room to use the toilet, but I see it's blocked at the moment from down there. But anyway, so the toilet will come forward and out, which is, I think, a clever idea. Mind you, I always take the idea anything that moves is going to break before long. So, you know, if you're using it, there's two of you in here, and it's getting used constantly, coming in and out. How many times will it be able to go in and out? Right, come to the back. Two gas things. Now personally, I am against things where the marketing doesn't become clear, and by building on a cheap van when you're a luxury brand, and then that cheap brand, for example, it's owned by Pilot, which is over there. So compare, there's a Fiat from Pilot, and you get the Fiat from Pilot, only it's called Frankia. They go into competition with themselves. The result, though, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get the dealers to go into competition with each other, even though they're selling products from the same company. That is now the way I see things. I think that's what it's all about. This one sort of moves. Anyway, it gives you the idea. I think, is that the end of it? No, it isn't. Okay, but anyway, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you this bit under here as well. It does go up further, but anyway, I can't get it to bring it, doesn't want to work either. So I won't force it. But the Fiat vans definitely are slightly better looking, and it's a financial consideration. If somebody said to me, "Can I have that one or the Mercedes?" I'd still take the Mercedes. Oh, you are. This one here, 57,750. Base price 48,900. And for that, that's sort of the price you pay for a Carthago. Which is, I think, a nice van also. But this is more standard camper van layout. Certainly prefer this to an Adria, for example, of the same price. Alright, so there you have it. Frankia Yucon, and they used the loft amongst camper vans, is what they called it originally. I think it is no longer a loft amongst camper vans. Not particularly impressed. I wasn't impressed the first time I saw it, and I'm even less impressed now. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you found that interesting.